Hello everybody, my name is the Mad Kitty Man, and welcome back to Slay the Princess. If you guys remember in the last episode, we slayed the princess the first time. Yeah, slay. By stabbing her in the heart and then her not dying and then her killing us, and come to find out, we are in a cycle, a loop. But in one of the actions, the princess turned into this. Very interesting. It looks like something, I can't think of the artist right now. I was going to say Junji Ito, but I don't. No. There's a different artist that I have in mind. I just can't think of it. Hang on. Yeah, I can't think of it. But let's get right on into it. Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. Okay, what are you? The gift of fragile vessel. Let's see. We have a lot to explore. Attack the entity, destroy your body. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary light. What do you mean? What do you think I am? I don't know what I am. I am a person. Well, judging from our hands, what is that mythical creature? Griffin? No. Griffin. No. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
Oh?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Let's see. Is this the end of the world? Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Oh, okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Okay. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about this world's beyond place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Attacked entity or destroyed body? The gift.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
Okay.
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart.
Oh.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
I don't know where she is because she turned into that. Because I mean, when you start, getting swords out of your body, and knowing the human body was like we have like over 1 million nerves, I would expect scream and agony when it comes to a sword coming out, and you're like, ah! Unless you're the Wolverine, then that's a different story. You're just filled up with liquor. Is this the end of the world? Let her out. You know what? I'm going to ask you one more question. Do you know?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Oh, yeah? What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Okay.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Are you scared that?
I have not lived. I am am not afraid to die.
Okay, well, I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is this what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Oh. So that's why the princess, every time when we tried to kill her, she's like, it's going to take more to kill me. Let's see.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Ah! Okay. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Oh, shit.
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Wow! Wow! I was not expecting that. Chapter 1. The hero and the prince. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Yeah. No, you can skip previously seen dialogue hitting tab on your keyboard. Okay. Killing the princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can someone else do it? You know, what happens if I just turn around?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope! Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yep.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Hey, it's the voice of a hero.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Wait. Okay. Which way of the path? Okay, so you said going up. You said up. So that means I'm going up the hill. You said down. I should be going down the hill, not up the hill. Unless my guy is really not smart when it comes to directions and thought down was up and up is down. I think my guy is just one of those people that just don't know their sense of directions. Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't
Yep.
you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me.
I don't
I've
know.
already outlined the stakes of the situation.
Okay, first of
If
all,
you don't do your
I
job,
was okay.
everyone
First
dies.
of all,
like dies, forever.
do they believe in a religion? They might go to heaven in their religion.
Your silence is deafening.
No, you don't say.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yep. But
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated
narrator, you are
confrontation
doing
with the
something
princess.
really fucked up. Now. Oh yeah. Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm just going to keep trickering through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes.
There's
Glimpses
a
of
cabin right there.
familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Okay, question. Am I in Alabama?
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. an infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh! Chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods.
Wait.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
That's a wall.
And you're here to slay her.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a
terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Okay, first of all, narrator. You took me. I walked down the hill. And then, all of a sudden, cabin. So I go back. And then, cabin. Then I go back. And then cabin. And then I go back. And then cabin. But then you're like, oh, you're just too ignorant. Oh, wow, everybody's going to die. Yeah, narrator. Yeah. I saw the princess. I saw her true form.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
I don't think so.
The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'll just stay here in the woods forever. Stay in the woods forever. I feel like we're just going to piss off the narrator.
Oh, that's clever. A little boring, though. It's extremely boring.
Oh, what are you going to do? Are you going to bring the cabin to me?
Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing?
I mean, we can. I mean, we have a choice.
No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something. Alright, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing.
Forever.
Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me?
What's going on?
Who's getting fuzzy? What is that weird feeling?
Yeah.
It's like I'm barely even here anymore.
What's going on?
Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
The world around you is, well, it's physical matter replaced by textures and nothing. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling sound. Pulse. Oh, did we go back? I already know what dwells in the empty space. Oh my god! Feelers probe across the fabric of reality, examines these, find your consciousness and wraps themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confused, why are you here? I'm unfinished. Resistance fingers strong claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustrated, the vessel is full of you, but you just use if it doesn't bring more gifts. Just pushing against your will. No, I can't go back. Not there. Dread. This world is broken beyond repair. must wave something new. The waving finger. Okay, hey, okay. There's only so much thread in this place, not to waste it. It may I am our only salvation. Okay! So...
You're on a path in the woods.
Yep. Oh, it got rid of that chop. Okay. 1 2 off. Monarch. Viva la resistance. Okay, so...
That's the spirit.
Yeah!
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Yep. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is all...
Yep. Okay, so what happens if I enter the basement without a blade?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated per voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
It's all good. Just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Who's they?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Let's talk first.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
Every princess has a name.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
You know, even when you're part of a royalty, there's still like, Princess Diane, Queen Elizabeth, Princess Leia. Why did I throw Star Wars in there? I don't know.
Is Princess her name or her title?
It's
What if it's
title.
both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
That'd be weird. That'd be like if your name is Johnny. Know anything about you, for I know you're locked up down here for a reason. If I'm the first person you have seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Because one, the human body can only last, what was it? I think it's like 5 days without water. Or what is it, less than that? Because our body is like almost like 80% water.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
How is that hardly relevant, alright? How is she alive? Because usually, if somebody were to be locked down there in a basement for a long period of time with no food, no water, they would be all shriveled up, like skin and bone, fucking looking like SpongeBob when he goes into Sandy's fucking dome thing, just all dried up.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating?
Exactly.
She has to eat, right?
That's what I'm saying. Let's see here. Oh. Okay, but actually... Oh. It doesn't feel right, but I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Hang on 1 second, my nose is running. Okay. Sus. That is 100% suspicious. Don't get allergies. Was I pointing at the camera? I don't know. So, you say, and I quote, "I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think." If you cared about the world, you would care about the world.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Okay, yeah, totally.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Yeah. Narrator!
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
I don't know. Fucking apparently you just... Boom. World's gone. Deflect. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I don't know if I was obeying.
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
Exactly.
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
What I do doesn't really matter, right?
It kind of really does, because if you cared about the world, you would try to keep it alive. But if you don't like the world, you would go, boom, gone. That's it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Uh-huh.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
Exactly.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
See, narrator? Explain yourself.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
If you go watch the first episode of Slay the Princess, I think I would understand why or how.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Okay. Question. 1. In the previous part, I noticed that we don't look human. So... let's go with...
You're only making this more difficult.
No, I'm not a narrator. I know what I'm doing.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake.
Narrator? Shut.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Exactly.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, but there is a blade upstairs.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, hold up. If she was not supposed to see the light of day, is there like a little window that's like right above her? I'm gonna go check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break her free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Son of a bitch.
Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Bro.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess.
Oh, how am I going to slay the princess without a
Until the
blade?
task is done. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
I was not expect. Okay, wait. I don't. There's no way. Okay, first of all, our body, our brain. If we try, if have you guys ever sit there and try to bite your finger, like, you know, if I remember correctly, somebody told me this a long time ago, that the reason why we can't bite our own finger off is because our brain is sending a warning of, hey, don't fucking do that. I don't think you'll be able to do that. I mean, unless, you know, adrenaline rush or something like that.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess!
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Please don't look at me like that.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Okay, now, first of all, you need to cover that. You need to cover that because there's going to be a lot of blood. I mean, it's going to be like a waterfall of blood.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Okay, I know the main artery, I believe the main artery ends at the lower part of the arm. Maybe? I don't know. I don't have my phone to call my mom to make sure to confirm this because she's a nurse. But I get a good feeling that she would die in a matter of probably minutes due to a loss of blood.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Oh, narrator, what are you doing?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Go. Oh my god. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Oh, I know!
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Okay, first of all, the first time you try to get me out of here alive, I died. That is bullshit.
The blade. Move the blade.
No.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Don't. Stay back.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are...
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, fuck.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Oh, yeah, totally. We doomed everyone.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry!
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's up. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Yep. I could choose to turn around and leave, but we'll proceed to the cabin. We warned you before you...
She will... If only you knew what you did to us, you villain. Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Excuse me?
Last time? What are you talking about?
See, okay, now... This is why I am having a difficult time with you, narrator, alright? Okay? Because, one, I played Little Misfortune, alright? The narrator lied to me, basically, at the end of the game, telling me that Benjamin is the bad guy, but in all actuality, the narrator was the bad guy the whole time. And I'm not going to ruin it. I think I did ruin it either way. But watch it. Watch it. Watch my Little Misfortune series.
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed into the cabin. Okay.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay, the cabin on the outside was wood.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You just say anything about the mirror on the wall.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
There's a mirror.
It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Clean the mirror, and guess what? It's going to be a wall.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Narrator, shut up.
There was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Okay. I'm going to enter the basement again.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell.
What the fuck?
Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I mean, if you're talking about like medieval
A
castles.
soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Huh.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
You're goddamn right, narrator. And that voice cracked.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, she killed us.
Yeah, okay, she technically killed us, but that was because one, the narrator threw the dagger down the stairs and then was just like, "You're gonna kill her. You're gonna do it. Do it."
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done.
Okay, first of all,
What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you.
Uh-huh.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Okay, first of all, how do we know that she ended the world? Because we died. How do we know? Like, in all actuality, how do we know that she actually ended the world? Because if she ended the world when we died, but then the narrator brings us back to try to save the world again, I feel like it's more of the narrator constantly taking us into this cycle of you live, you slay the princess, you die, you start over, you live, you slay the princess, you go slay the princess, you die, start over. Or we go
You live, you grab a dagger. You try to slay the princess. The princess defends herself. And then she kills you.
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do
narrator,
your job.
The last fucking few times I tried to slay the princess, she turned, she had a dagger herself, kills me with it. And then she turned her arms into swords. Like some cyberpunk fucking blade running motherfucker. And then she fucking turned into a giant sword with hands, looking like one of those biblical accurate angels. I can't remember what they're called. I think it's the narrator. The narrator is trapping us. But let's continue. Okay,
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity?
Uh-huh.
And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
What are you talking about?
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be.
Yeah.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Yes!
I would if you had a weapon.
Ha!
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Yeah, there's a window right there.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
See, that's the question. If we do stop her. But, like I said, we've tried that. And it doesn't go well.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
Narrator, you're playing really stupid.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we do next.
That sounds perfect.
Why did the music stop like that?
The princess
Okay.
takes your hand, the last
Okay,
hopes of
when
the
I
entire
heard that
world
cut,
slipping through your
I was like,
fingers as they intertwine with
She's going to
hers.
stab us.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
I mean, dude, we just saved the princess.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs?
We die.
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Yeah, but there's no person inside.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
Exactly.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we're alive. We're alive. Okay? Like, I have no idea what is your problem with the princess. I mean, she looked so happy to leave.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech.
Blech. Sounds like fucking. It sounds like almost every Motionless in White song.
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Yes!
I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs and
Oh,
the
no.
blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yep.
You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
That's good.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Would you look at that? The world did it. Uh-oh.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Oh no, I'm going back into the void.
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Never mind. No. Okay. We didn't get a chance to make the jacket. Oh, how? If I got feathers, that's gonna hurt! That's like plucking your nose hair or your eyebrows. It's gonna hurt. But you didn't get a chance to make the jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Push the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt.
Voice feels small and distant as you approach. Plays into the reflection. As you reach silence, as you reach forward, they're gone. But the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in a long, quiet
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete.
Okay.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Alrighty. Well, this is going to be the end of this part of Slay the Princess. I probably bet you there's a lot more. Alright? I did not know. Okay. So, there's an ending. There is an ending. I know it. I know there's an ending. There's gotta be. But if you guys like this video, hit that like button. Also subscribe for more Slay the Princess and other videos in the future. And if you guys have any game suggestions for me in the future, comment them down below. But anyway, hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.